Hi everyone and welcome to My Bastrop. I'm your host Jolene Smith and I run 365 Bastrop, a local guide about fun things to do in Bastrop County. We've got a really fun show for you today. We're going to head out to Fisherman's Park and we're going to meet with Jason Alfaro, the Superintendent of the City of Bastrop's Parks Department. And then we're going to talk to David Bragg with the Bastrop County Bar Association, and he is going to tell us about a trial that never was, the shooting of Richard Armstrong Shirley, which is a reenactment of a murder trial from Bastrop County history. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get started. For all you ladies out there, there's going to be a ladies' night at Living Room Books and Gifts on April 29th from 5 to 7:30 p.m. You can meet local authors Angela Castillo, Jamie Foley, Evelyn L. Richardson, and Golden Keys Parson. They'll all be on hand ready to sign books. Plus there's going to be organic skincare products, jewelry, a gift basket raffle, and refreshments. Plus, yours truly, 365 Bastrop, will be there, and we're giving away gift cards to the Sugar Shack, Coffee Dog, and Papa's Catfish House. So come on out, leave the kids and the husband at home, and have fun with some of your friends. The big event coming up is Bastrop's Festival Weekend, going on April 29th through May 1st in Fisherman's Park and the Mayfest Hill Park Arena. It's sponsored by the Bastrop Opera House, the City of Bastrop, and the Bastrop Family Rodeo Club. It's basically Yesterfest, Naturefest, and the rodeo all rolled into one huge event. It's huge. On Friday night, you can hear Terry Lynn Moore perform with the Macmillans at the Bastrop Opera House at 7:30 p.m. On Saturday, you'll have Yesterfest and Naturefest going strong from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Fisherman's Park. There will be demonstrations, artisans, food and games, activities, and more. On Saturday night, the Bastrop County Bar Association will be presenting a reenactment of a murder trial from Bastrop County history. A trial that never was, the shooting of Richard Armstrong Shirley. It will be in a dinner theater format at 7:30 p.m. at the Bastrop Opera House. Tickets are $75 a person or $750 for a table. They will also have an encore matinee presentation on Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Bastrop Opera House. Those tickets are only $10 per person and don't include the dinner. Also on Sunday, the Bastrop Opera House will show the film The North Star. It's a film about two slaves who escaped and made their way to freedom in 1849, aided by those with the Underground Railroad. There will be rodeo events going on throughout the weekend at the Mayfest Hill Park Arena. For more information, visit Bastrop's Festival Weekend on Facebook. All right, everyone, we are out here at Fisherman's Park with Jason Alfaro, the Superintendent of the City of Bastrop's Parks Department, and we're going to talk a little bit about Nature Fest. So Jason, tell me a little bit about Nature Fest. I know it's going on this weekend, April 30th?
Yes. So it's at Fisherman's Park, April 30th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the Nature Fest portion of it's really going to deal with the outdoor activities and what Mother Nature has to offer. We have a lot of booths that'll be very interactive, and a lot of cool, fun games, and it's just going to be a great time.
Cool. So I know you were telling me earlier you've got some pine cone bird feeders.
Oh yeah.
What other kind of stuff are you going to have the kids make?
So we'll have pine cone bird feeders that the kids absolutely love to make, and they get messy with it, and it's a great time. And we'll also have some fishing. So they'll do some backyard fishing, some backyard bass fishing. And let's see, we'll also have some binoculars for the kids to make, and
I'm sure they'll love that.
Yeah, some wildlife scavenging, I guess. So,
very cool.
Yeah.
So I also heard there was going to be some live music and barbecue and maybe some food vendors.
Exactly. What's a party without barbecue and music, right?
Definitely.
So we'll have a couple barbecue vendors out here. We'll have some food booths. We'll have drinks throughout the entire set up throughout the entire park system for people to come and get. And then we'll also have some live music that'll be going on pretty much all day throughout the entire event.
Yay! I love live music.
It's the best. Everybody starts moving and grooving. It's the best.
Yes, definitely. Let's see, what else? Texas Parks and Wildlife will be here with a big fire truck.
Yes.
That's always fun, right?
Most definitely, especially when they start the engine up and they get to shoot the water, tens of hundreds of feet or what have you. So they're going to be out here. They're going to have a good time with the kids, talk about some fire safety and some wildland safety and things like that.
Okay. And let's see, this is part of the Bastrop's Festival weekend. So it's in conjunction with Yesterfest. And that's the first time we've done this. Can you tell me a little bit more about that dynamic there?
Sure. So Yesterfest and Naturefest decided to partner together and bring one awesome event, Bastrop Festival Weekend. And like I said, the Yesterfest portion is going to focus on the demonstrations, and the Naturefest will focus on the nature and the outdoor activities. And then that evening, that Saturday evening, we'll have a rodeo going on up on top of the hill at Mayfest Park. So make sure everybody goes out to the arena to check that out.
Sounds like it's going to be a really fun event.
It is. All we're doing right now is praying to the rain gods to hold off just a little bit.
No more rain. No more rain.
Most definitely.
Anyone who plans on doing a rain dance, stop right now. Well, thank you so much for talking with us. I know this is going to be a lot of fun, and I, for one, can't wait to come on out.
Well, we look forward to having you, and thank you for inviting us on, and we'll see you at Fisherman's Park from 9 to 5.
Definitely. We are here with David Bragg, attorney at law, and we're going to talk about a trial that never was, the shooting of Richard Armstrong Shirley, which is a reenactment of a murder trial from Bastrop's history that they're going to put on during Yesterfest. So, David, can you tell me a little bit about the shooting of Richard Armstrong Shirley?
I can tell you a little bit about it without giving away the
we don't want to give away the good
ending.
stuff.
We've done this for 3 years. This is our third annual production, and the first 2 years there actually was a trial because the people were charged, they were indicted, and they went to trial, and we recreated those trials. This year, the county attorney in Bastrop at the time, this is in the 1880s, believed his 19-year-old blind sister was being seduced by an older man from Austin, whom the county attorney believed was not only seducing the blind sister, but also was married and had children.
Wow.
So the county attorney and his law partner, a state senator-elect, decided they would protect the blind sister, and they went over to Elgin, where his sister was living, to bring her back to Bastrop.
Okay.
A confrontation occurred at her boarding house where she lived. Richard Armstrong Shirley ended up getting shot and killed. The county attorney was never charged. He was never prosecuted. The case never went to trial. So this one is called a trial that never was, the shooting of Richard Armstrong Shirley, and we're going to put the county attorney on trial for murder.
All right. That sounds like a lot of fun. So tell me, I know that it's put on by the Bastrop County Bar Association. You're one of the producers and writers. Chester Eitz does a lot of the directing, the executive director of the Bastrop Opera House. So tell me a little bit more about how everybody works together to do this.
Well, what we do at first is research the case, the story. And you have to dig into the courthouse records, old musty pages. You have to go in books that no longer exist that you find someplace. This year we were really lucky, I was really lucky to have Ken Kessless, our mayor of course, who is a many times published historian, and Sarah Laux, our district clerk, who is in charge of all records at the courthouse. Both of them contributed a lot to the production not only of the script, but then also to the play itself. Sarah actually served as an assistant director to Chester Eitz, which made it really excellent.
Good.
Ken, of course, was one of the actors in the play, and his scene was filmed as a eulogy to the man who was killed.
Okay. So let's see. Are all of the actors from the Bastrop County Bar Association, or are there some other characters that are not part of that group?
Most of the actors, numerically, most of them are members of the Bar Association. Brian Gertz, the district attorney, is going to be the prosecutor in the case. Judge Dugan, the district judge here, is going to be the judge in the case. Derek Van Gilder, the local attorney, is going to be the defense attorney in the case, and then some of the other actors also are members of the bar. In addition, though, we've got local actors who are professional actors who actually are in the play, and in fact, our lead this year, we're really fortunate to have Danielle Huber, who I don't even think is old enough to have a driver's license yet, but she's one of the finest actors I've ever seen, and she'll be playing the part of the blind sister.
Oh, good. That'll be neat. I love all of the history of Bastrop, so it's really neat that y'all go ahead and put it all together so that we can kind of live it.
Well, we have found, much to our relief and also very gratifying, that people in Bastrop really want to be part of the history of the town. They want to know the history of the town. And this gives us an opportunity to try and bring that history to life. Because the more you get into this, the more you realize they were real people living at a very difficult time. And we like the idea of recreating that. And so we've been very pleased with the reaction. This year, as with the first 2 years, our dinner theater was sold out. But on Sunday, May 1st, we'll have the matinee performance, and that starts at 2 o'clock, and the tickets are only $10.
Oh, that's great.
And we have still about half of our seats left that can be sold. And so we're hoping people will decide that that's the way they want to spend their Sunday afternoon, is watching a good murder.
So go get some tickets and you can see a reenactment of a murder trial. Sounds pretty awesome. And it's definitely in the spirit of Yesterfest. I mean, Bastrop is the most historic small town in Texas. And so Yesterfest is a way of celebrating that. And I love that the Bastrop County Bar Association, in conjunction with the Opera House, puts together something that just brings it all to life.
Well, we've thoroughly enjoyed it and hope to continue this project. We have a scholarship fund from the Bar Association that we give to local high school students, one in each of the 4 high schools. Because of the community support of this program, we've been able to double the size of the scholarships in the last year, and we hope to increase it even more. And so community support, every dollar you spend on this thing, once we get past the expense part, which is not all that great, all that money goes to a scholarship fund. And so we welcome the support of the community and to join with us in helping provide those scholarships.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much, David. It was really fun talking to you. And everybody go buy a ticket for A Trial That Never Was, the shooting of Richard Armstrong Shirley. It's going to be great.
Thank you very much for having me.